I am an independent journalist. You might remember me from last year, family court related topics. So
Yes.
some parties were allowed to speak. Independent were not. But the topic is clearly, close to your heart, right?
Which one?
The family court.
Oh, yes, family court. Yes.
I see that you, and I'm recording that, by the way, you don't mind, right?
Okay, no.
Because I have a pretty large audience, on Facebook and
Yes.
YouTube, so I appreciate it, sir. So thank you very much.
Okay.
So a couple of questions that I didn't, have a chance to ask. Hopefully they will be, quick. You mentioned during that session on family court that you were somewhat skeptical or even sarcastic about the topic of parental alienation.
About the what?
Parental alienation. I remember clearly that you asked, there was a representative of the Family Court Judicial Council, and you asked her if it's real.
By the way, that family court hearing was so long. Do you know, I think I got a blood clot from it? Isn't that crazy?
I'm very sorry to hear that.
So long.
Yes, ACS didn't show up. There was.
So what? So specifically,
You asked one of the representatives there about parental alienation. It sounded like you don't believe the phenomenon is real.
I don't think that. I'm sorry if that was what I. No, that wasn't what I meant to project. So no.
Because there are millions of victims, primarily fathers, and the kids are getting alienated.
No, I don't. That is not my. I do not question anyone's lived experience in family court. It is a mess.
I appreciate it. So that's important to hear, sir, and I'm sure that people who follow me will be glad to hear that.
Yes.
Now, another question. You mentioned that's another initiative that you are promoting. Thank you for that. Cameras in court.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
and there's a new bill that Senator Mayer passed. He didn't pass it in Assembly, right? That will open family court to observers.
Okay. It is open to observers already. The only question is recording. Section 4 of the judicial law allows anyone to be.
It will press the judges, according to the sponsor, to exercise less discretion and keep and open the courts more frequently than they are currently. I support that. I'm a co-sponsor.
Because you're clearly, committed to government accountability.
Absolutely.
Which we see, you allow recording, no issues with that. So thank you for that. Family courts decide important issues, foster care, adoptions, right? They need to be open. Hopefully, that's the opinion. Now,
anything else?
Yeah, a quick question.
Is this the same?
No, I'm different.
Another journalist, thank you very much. So, one last question: judicial accountability. So, you clearly, I followed and actually posted your efforts regarding Herbert LaSalle, right?
Yes.
And you were able to get in very clearly a candidate that you supported, right? What about judicial accountability for family court judges?
Federal?
Family court judges.
100%.
Family court judges in New York City are appointed by the mayor. They're not elected.
Okay, so
that's a big issue.
So I have a bill that we passed through the Senate, which will require all courts, when investigated by the Office of Judicial Conduct, to have those transcripts available to the public so that the press can issue freedom of information requests, and that judges' matters are not dismissed once they retire. So it's a very important bill. We passed it through the Senate. It has not passed through the Assembly.
But
so
that's
it would give more power to the Office of Judicial Conduct to conduct thorough investigations and allow members of the public to know what happened.
And then one last question, sir. Clearly, you're part of the LGBT community, and you're committed to these rights.
Clearly,
is there any policy to promote these types of judges in family court?
LGBTQ judges?
Yeah, we see child judges, and some say that you have to have a child or a family.
I've never thought of that. But certainly I believe in judicial diversity. I never thought about it in terms of family court. I don't think it necessarily. No, I don't agree with the supposition that you have to have a child to be a good judge in family court.
I see. Okay.
No, but I don't know of any. Oh, okay. These are beautiful.
You're very well organized.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your
Thank
transparency.
you.
Thank you.